You're listening to the Impact Implosion on the Angry Marks Podcast Network.
Welcome, everybody, to this episode of the Impact Implosion. My name is Seth Drake, and as always, and on the other end is Mike Poland.
Hello.
This week's episode is going to be the Tournament of Nothing. Spoiler alert, people.
Yes, indeed. We'll get into that in a minute.
Yep. As always, I've got my alcohol with me. I'm sure Mike's got something that
Yeah, but I don't drink.
eats the pain. Ah, dang it.
I wish.
Yes.
Probably be a fun drunk.
Anyways, we got to talk about some Impact news. If you missed Bellator, Dixie Carter's big announcement was 3 upcoming dates for Impact and the re-signing of Jeff Hardy to a 2-year deal.
Yay, Jeff Hardy's back, and he'll probably be champion for the next 2 years.
No, he won't.
yeah.
I think this is why he's champion, is to get this deal done. So, I expect he'll lose the title soon. Anyways, the new dates, besides the Chicago date, will be in Jonesboro, Arkansas on the 28th. April 11th, they will be in Corpus Christi, Texas. And in June 6th, while this episode of Impact will probably tell you it's in Atlanta, it's in Duluth, Georgia.
Yay.
So, not really
Yay.
Atlanta, but probably a suburb.
Suburban Atlanta.
Yep, suburban Atlanta. And we have some big lockdown changes, by the way.
Oh boy.
Lockdown will not be an all-steel cage match show anymore. Only the big matches will get the steel cage.
Good.
Yep, that's the big change.
I never liked the idea of an all-cage match pay-per-view, actually. I was always one of the ones who said it wasn't a good idea years ago.
Yeah, I thought it was good for what it was. It was different.
Until you get into ridiculous shit like an electrified cage match.
Okay, yeah. When it got that ridiculous, yeah, it was stupid. But anyways,
cage.
Okay, yes, it was ridiculous in the beginning. We had arm wrestling contests in a steel cage.
And Ivanucci in a cage.
Yes, it was freaking ridiculous, but it was different. Anyways, we got Impact for you, and first of all, happy Valentine's Day to everyone.
Huzzah, Valentine's Day.
Yep, we'll be alone.
Of course.
Yep. Anyways, Impact Wrestling opens up with highlights of last week, and then Hulk Hogan makes his way down to the ring and gets a rock star ovation. And today really called Hulk Hogan the Beatles of pro wrestling.
Oh, so is he Paul McCartney, Ringo Starr, George?
I don't know which
Paul, Ringo, or the other guy?
Probably all of them.
His ego's big enough, as big as all of them.
Yeah, and then he probably has Yoko Ono in there too.
Oh God, I guess that could be rough.
No, he's himself Yoko Ono as well.
Ono.
Yoko Ono, he himself. Anyways, Hogan says it's safe to say they found some TNA maniacs tonight.
That's because you're not in the Impact Zone.
Yep, big TNA chant starts, and Hogan says he's heard some noise when he was slamming giants and winning titles, but this is pretty sweet too.
Yep.
He says he has a couple big things to talk about tonight, and first off, the world title match for Lockdown. He says there's so much talent that is hungry, and that he's found 8 guys, and tonight these 8 will compete in 4 matches that will decide who will be the number 1 contender, as Hogan will make the final decision, and he promises that it will be tonight when he makes the final decision.
But we'll get into what
the matches are RVD versus James Storm, Daniels versus Magnus, Kurt Angle versus Samoa Joe, Bobby Roode versus Austin Aries, and Coffee McCoffington.
Sorry about that.
Just kidding around, yeah. The crowd popped the biggest for the Joe versus Angle announcement. As probably they should.
Yep.
And Hogan's other piece of business is Aces and Eights. Apparently Aces and Eights have called out the entire TNA roster for a war to end all wars at Lockdown. and Hogan says he made a phone call to his brother from another mother.
Brother from another lover.
Brother from another mother, Sting. And he introduces Sting to say what he has to say. Sting says it's showtime in London, and the fans of London aren't just some of the best fans in the UK, but some of the best fans in the world.
Yay, Sting.
Sting says that the Aces and Eights challenge has been accepted, and now he and Hogan are going to look up and down the roster and find 3 killers to be on his team. He says they're going to tear Aces and Eights' head off and put an end to them. I was about to say he was going to tear Aces and Eights' head off and skull fuck their head.
Oh, God. There's a visual.
Yeah. Sting asks Aces and Eights, what you going to do when the Stinger runs wild on you? Facepalm.
Never heard that line before.
Oh, from a different person, yeah. And the first match is Daniels versus Magnus. And The crowd was hot for Magnus, as they should.
Of course. And Magnus gets the win.
Yeah, Magnus did pretty well. Daniels was good in defeat. Kaz tried to interfere and got thrown out, and then Magnus threw his license to the crowd. Damn it,
somebody else from that crowd can manage.
Yeah, damn it, he's got $20. That cost him $20, probably.
Did you go to the DMV to get it?
I don't know. Went somewhere to get it. Anyways, in the back, Buddy Ray talks to Brooke Hogan. He talks about being disappointed in himself because he's hurt. Apparently, he injured his quad. Or as he originally said, he tore his quad. Buddy, you tear your quad, you ain't even there. You're home.
It's that Triple H. You take 8 months off.
Yeah, you're done. So you injured your quad. He said he wanted to do 2 things, to marry Brooke and win the world title.
Oh, dear God.
Yeah, he says that he prides himself in being a warrior in the ring and everything has been going good of lately. But since it's Valentine's Day and they're in London, he won't let this ruin their time together. They're gonna go do some stuff and dance, even though on his bum leg.
Oh, good Lord.
Great. Anyways, back from the break, Magnus says that he may only be 26-year-old and a pup in TNA, but the fact is that ever since he was 19 years old, this has been his life and his religion. He says that...
Hasn't he been there for like 3 years at this point?
He's 26 years old, but yeah, he still considers himself a young guy, a pup in this company.
Oh, he's young, but I mean, he's been there for like 3 to 4 years.
He says that was taken away from him for 3 months by Aces and Eights, and when something is taken away from you and you realize how badly you need it, you take it and use it as fuel. He has more fuel in his tank than anyone else in this business, and he just proved to the fans and Hulk Hogan that he has what it takes to be a world champion. And the next match is going to be probably our match of the night.
Joe and Angle.
Joe and Angle. What a surprise.
Yes.
Match of the night until the ending, but we'll get to that. This was basically a lot of reversals. These two knew each other at this point. But the ending, the bullshit
they fight
ending.
At least once a year.
Yeah, the bullshit ending comes when Wes Briscoe and Garrett Bischoff come out.
Assholes and eights.
Yeah, the asses and eights. Run out and jump both of them to make a no contest.
And then they get run off.
They get run off, yeah, by the two of them.
Good job, guys. Taz says, good job, guys.
Yeah, even though, not really.
Good job, guys. You beat them up for a minute, and then they cleared the ring around you. Nice work.
Then Dixie Carter
you will get promoted.
Blossom Twins and Marty, who they called Party Marty, I don't know. Sounded like Hardy Marty, but they may have called him Party Marty, I don't know. Anyways, from British Boot Camp, and she says this is their chance to wrestle in the Impact ring and show that they can what they can do, even though Spud won the contest. And my person here says it's Party Marty, but anyways, I don't know. But their opponents are Jesse Tara and Gail Kim.
This was okay.
Yeah, it was
Except
short.
for Party Marty messing up his dive and nearly putting his head to one of those balls there.
Oh, God. He overshot it a bit. Let's just say
That's
that.
What I said. He's like, oh, crap, you should overshot that. He almost put his head through the wall.
Yeah, and that was a steel wall, too. He almost put his head through a steel wall.
Somehow.
Yeah. Hopefully he's okay.
Hey, Party Marty, it's your first match. I know you want to impress your hometown crowd, but maybe you shouldn't do the dives when you're not quite.
By the way, someone told me that Jesse does his best Miz impersonation, but not catching him at all.
Oh, goodness.
Before he goes crashing into the rail. But in the ring, Gail Kim pins one of the twins. We don't know which one, honestly, because even the announcers kind of
twins. Minus Joey Lawrence.
One of the Blossom twins, but they don't know which one. No one does.
I think it was Hannah. There's one of them, though.
Anyways, Gail Kim beats her with the defeat. After the match, Gail gets on the microphone and says, once again, she proves why she is the most dominant knockout in TNA. She thanks Terrell for not being incompetent this time.
Yep.
And she looks at Tara and says that she has something that Gail wants. Of course, first Tara looks at Jesse, and then goes, "Oh no," because like her knockouts title.
You idiot!
Yeah, yeah, and she's like,
Gail's married. Why would she want the?
Yeah, she's married to a chef.
She's married with somebody with at least some discernible talent.
Yeah, she's married to somebody who can cook,
and not somebody who's just there because he has. Never mind.
Whatever.
He's the
narcissist.
Says
that Brooke Hogan told her that she is making a knockouts title match next week, and she wants Brooke to come out and give her the shot. Brooke comes out.
Technically, she does get the shot.
Yeah, but so does Brooks Tessmacher and Velvet Sky. Velvet Sky got a lot of catcalls.
It's the British crowd.
Yep. So it's a 4 corners elimination match.
Goody.
So nothing screwy happens. Brooke will be sitting at ringside when it happens and wishes them all the best of luck.
Gail, Tara, ladies, best of luck.
Yep. Anyways, footage of Dixie Carter's announcement on Bellator. And basically, then we get the replay of Hardy getting injured. In the back, we see Aries and Roode talking about their match tonight. They talk about Hogan being scared and that they're trying to divide him. And then they get into an argument about who's going to get what belt. Like, Roode can have the TV title and the Knockouts title, and Aries will take the world title. Roode says, I'll have the world title, you have the X Division title. And Aries is like, I've already done that. And they're going to do what's right for business. They're on the same, they think they're on the same page. Anyways, next, James Storm versus Bob Van Dam.
Rick Von Darn.
Yeah, Rick
Von Darn.
Yep.
Who botches a Van Terminator.
Oh, yeah. Well, I don't really think he botched it. I think he overshot it.
Almost as bad as the guy in the last match.
Yep. Yeah, the last match, yeah. He hit the ropes. He didn't hit anything. He hit the ropes. Even though James Storm moved out of the way, he should have not hit the damn ropes. Anyways,
Storm
James
capitalizes on the opportunity and gets the pin.
Yeah, with the last call super kick.
Yeah.
Yep. Anyways, in the back, Joseph Park comes to Hulk Hogan's office and says that some of the boys told him that he needed to learn how to politic. And he wants the world title at lockdown, and he's got buttons. He's got buttons. He got posters.
Bob Backlund running for president in '95.
Yep. Vote for him to be the next world champion. And no. Hogan's like, you even know what politicking is?
You even know what a rib is.
You even know what a rib is, and that's what they just did to him, and he tells them, go ask the boys what a rib is. It's not food.
Not in this case.
And Borg still asks if he can count on Hogan's vote, and Hogan laughs and says, sure.
Whatever.
Then
get out of here.
Leaves, he says that Brooke is pushing too hard for something that she is asking for, and the door closes.
We'll get to that
in
a minute.
We find out that Brooke is pushing for Bully Ray to get the world title shot despite not being in this damn tournament.
Persuasive abilities.
Yes. He has 8 guys Hogan says he has 8 guys to look at right now. And that and she's like, he's your son-in-law. That's exactly the point. He's your son-in-law. He can't be biased, you'd hope.
Like some other promoters.
Yeah. And then he says he's trying to be GM and Vince disoriented, but Brooke says he needs to soften up because Buddy Ray is family.
No, he's not. His last name's not Hogan or Boleya.
I know. He's now family or something because the marriage, in quotation marks.
Which was never really finalized.
Yeah, because Aces and Eights interrupted. Anyways.
So technically they're not married.
Chill out and he will take it under advisement. Anyways, a video package hyping up the Roode and Aries pairing is shown, and then both of them come out. But first, they say, obviously, despite having one of the best feuds in 2012, anyways, Gru grabs the mic and says that it's only taken Hogan 1 week to try and screw up their plan to take over TNA. Last week was
Pinky
only
in the brain?
because they plan on winning all the gold and finally bringing some prestige and honor back to them. Aries says that the plan tonight is so transparent, and if Hogan is scared, he needs to say he is. A big double Austin Aries chant goes out, and Austin thanks him, but he knows his own name.
Ha 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 ha.
Yeah. Hogan's plan isn't going to work because they're on the same page and they know what has to be done. So they're going to do this real easy and tell the ref to ring the bell. Then both of them try the finger poke of doom, and neither one of them goes down.
Yay.
They get angry with this. And then
we go to commercial.
Well, yeah. Well, actually, no, we don't go to commercial yet. Then they do this whole thing where they keep poking each other and it doesn't work. Aries says, look, I'll go down. I'll be the bigger man. And which Roode's like, I am the bigger man. Look at me. And Aries says, it's a figure of speech. And then he lays down for Roode. Roode tries to take the pin, but Aries rolls him up and it's a kick out. And they're both pissed. And then commercial break.
Yay.
Back in the ring, both of them are locking up and brawling in a corner and shoving each other. They still argue about laying down for the other one, and they lock out. Then there's a whole thing where Roode tries to use the ropes, grabs his foot on the ropes while doing a roll. Not a foot, his arm puts his hand on the ropes while doing a roll-up, and the ref catches him. Aries then tries to do a roll-up with his feet on the ropes, and the ref catches him. Shenanigans.
And then at the end of the day, Hernandez and Chavo interfere.
Get really good until Dos Stereotypicos has to fucking come out. For no goddamn reason, they're coming out, and the two of them go to the...
They took our titles.
Yeah. Then the two of them go up there and confront them, and then they notice the referees counted to 10. They try to get to the ring, but of course they're trying to keep the other one out, so they both get counted out.
Good work.
Good work, and fuck you, Chavo and Hernandez, for interfering. So anyways, Hogan talks to Sting backstage, and they talk about beating each other up in Starrcade years ago. Do you really have to remind us of the Nick Patrick situation, where it's a fast count, but Nick Patrick counts fairly slowly, and Hogan gets the 3.
Yes,
and the Burrow beating Brooke just gave to him was worse. Nice job to bury Sting right there.
Oh, jeez.
Anyway, Sting says Hogan has a big announcement to make in it, and that's not him. Oh, by the way, Hogan doesn't know his way to the stage. Sting has to point him in the right direction.
Hey, Hulk, you've been there for 3 years. You think you know where it is?
Hogan, no, I guess this is because it's in a different stadium. Different
It's
venues,
in Wembley.
Yeah, it's in Wembley, but he's like, hey, Hogan, you're going the wrong way. It's the other way.
And technically it's not the stadium anyways.
Anyways, Hogan comes down to the ring, and there's a huge Hogan chant that starts. And he appreciates it, but it's not about him anymore. About 8 guys that busted their ass tonight.
And neither one of them will get the title shot.
Then ask the fans if they know now why it's so hard to pick a challenger for Hardy. Hogan starts to make his decision, but Aces and Eights start coming out. They surround Hogan, but Bully Ray comes out limping with his chain, and Aces and Eights still start thinking about it. Then Sting comes out with 3 bats, and Aces and Eights decides to bail as the show ends.
They are cricket bats. Of course.
No,
they're in England. Why wouldn't they be?
2 of them were baseball bats. 1 of them was a cricket bat. Anyways, dear Lord in heaven. Okay, we had 2 good matches. Okay, we had a few good matches, but we had 2 really good matches, which both got fucked over.
Yep.
We had Magnus and Daniels do very well. The 3-way was decent, and so was James Storm beating RVD. Both had botches of someone overshooting the other.
Right.
Damn it.
Damn it, TNA.
This show was flat. Flat as a freaking...
Flat as a tire.
Well, no, tires are more rounder than this show, has more air than this show did.
Flatter than a basketball when it's left out in the rain.
Yep. Flatter than even that basketball's still hard. Still got air in it, but anyways, flatter than a cardboard or pancake.
Right.
Show sucked. No,
it could have been much better with the matches that were on it.
Could have been much better. That's what it is. It's a disappointment. You booked some really good matches. 2 of them would deliver. 1 of them would be match of the night if they didn't fuck up, and the other one would have been decent. Would have been a decent comedy match, which is the 2 heels.
Right.
No interference. You understand why I called this the tournament of nothing? Because nothing
Yes.
was settled.
Nothing.
Nothing. So yeah, TNA.
Good job.
One more show left in the UK. You better do better, but seeing the spoilers, you probably are going to do a lot worse.
Yeah.
Sorry, people, if you don't want to know the spoilers. We're not telling you them. We're just telling you them. What we saw was pretty bad.
Right. What kind of willpower do you have if you haven't read the spoilers yet? They've been out for 3 weeks.
I don't know. Anyways, you got anything to sell?
Yes, I do. March 1st and 2nd, IWE weekend, featuring Rene Dupree and Bushwhacker Luke on the shows. And
doesn't Rene Dupree not look healthy? Rene Dupree's changed a lot since the last time we saw him.
I know the last I heard of him, he was wrestling in Japan, so.
I heard he was like or something.
And then this one's a little farther off, but on July 6th, a promotion called Wrestling is Awesome will be running a show in Fairfield featuring stars from Chikara, Beyond Wrestling, and a bunch of other places, including the new Campeonatos del Playhouse and Chikara 3.0, Devastation Incorporated, Saturn, and Green Ant, and a bunch of other people that I haven't seen before.
That should be really good. Anyways.
Coming up.
Oh, do you have anything else besides that?
I do not.
I have written my next Monster Crap induction, which is going to be the Oogie Loves movie.
Oh dear.
And it will be posted Saturday. Dear Lord, did I need a lot of liquid courage to finish that.
Did you borrow from ODB?
No, I didn't borrow from ODB. By the way, I should mention my bottle here has a tree that has the face of what I reacted to when I saw TNA this week, which is a stone face stare of what the hell.
What the fuck?
Actually, it has a stone face, not impressed, not amused by this show. So yes, my bottle basically tells you how I feel about Impact. And I think that is all we have to say on that.
We will talk to you next week.
Till then, see ya.